Hey, good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm just a couple minutes late. We just got back from the store, but we have a fun night ahead of us. Let me pull up a couple things here. And then I'll give you all just a few minutes to file on before we get started. So we'll probably start closer to like 7:10 today. All right. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Minutes to file on before we get started, so we'll probably start closer to like... Get that muted. Okay. Hey, Janie, Lee, thank y'all for joining. It's going to be a fun trivia night. Oh, I'm super excited. I love the universe. I'm a huge nerd. Survey of the Universe was like my favorite course so far that I've taken in college. Either that or plant biology. It's a hard choice. So I have a really great reference for us to go through. The Cosmic Perceptive. And it's got all sorts of really cool images in here, and it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. And then I've got a bunch of questions here that are all ready. And happy Cinco de Mayo. I was not able to partake in the national drinking of Cinco de Mayo yesterday because I had a final and then I had some essays to write. And then I had work this morning, so finally I get to have a couple drinks. I'm excited. All right. So let's see here. We'll give it just another 2 or 3 minutes until we get started with our trivia this week. But my name is Dan Whitfield. I am the independent candidate running for United States Senate here in Arkansas. So, let me pull this here. We'll give it just a minute. Get some Jeopardy music pulled up on the side.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us.
Anybody know who's talking right now?
Everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child.
Probably a better one after the ad.
Simba.
Okay.
Humanity and eternity is our tiny planetary home, the Earth. For the first time, we have the power to decide the fate of our planet and ourselves. This is a time of great danger, but our species is young and curious and brave. It shows much promise. In the last few millennia, we have made the most astonishing and unexpected discoveries about the cosmos and our place within it. I believe our future depends powerfully on how well we understand this cosmos in which we float like a mote of dust in the morning sky. We're about to begin a journey through the cosmos. We'll encounter encounter galaxies and suns and planets, life and consciousness, coming into being, evolving, and perishing. Worlds of ice and stars of diamond, atoms as massive as suns, universes smaller than atoms. But it's also a story of our own planet and the plants and animals that share it with us. And it's a story about us, how we achieved our present understanding of the cosmos, how the cosmos has shaped our evolution and our culture, and what our fate may be. We wish to pursue the truth no matter where it leads. But to find the truth, we need imagination and skepticism both. We will not be afraid to speculate, but we will be careful to distinguish speculation from fact. The cosmos is full beyond measure of elegant truths, of exquisite interrelationships, of the awesome machinery of nature. The surface of the Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. On this shore, we've learned most of what we know. Recently, we've waded a little way out, maybe ankle deep, and the water seems inviting. Some part of our being knows this is where we came from. We long to return. And we can, because the cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. The journey for each of us begins here. We're going to explore the cosmos in a ship of the imagination, unfettered by ordinary limits.
Hey, Bob, thanks for joining.
Size, drawn by the music of cosmic harmonies, it can take us anywhere in space and time. Perfect as a snowflake, organic as a dandelion seed, it will carry us to worlds of dreams and worlds of facts. Come with me.
Alright. So that was Carl Sagan. He was one of the great astrophysicists of not quite my time, a little bit before my time, but of his time. And one of the really cool things about Carl Sagan is Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was actually, someone that Neil deGrasse looked up to, and is the reason he pursued astrophysics himself. So he was, just a very important milestone towards our studies of the universe. All right, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I know some of y'all have been participating at least more than once or once in these different trivias. So what I would like you to do, if you have participated in the trivia, if you could send me a message of your name and your mailing address, then I can get a bumper sticker mailed out to you. I've been trying to compile this list of names and addresses, and I don't have addresses for a lot of y'all. So if you would like a bumper sticker, just send me a message with your name and address and just say, I want a bumper sticker, and I'll get you all hooked up. But it is 7:13, and we are about ready to get started. So my name is Dan Whitfield. I'm the independent candidate running for United States Senate here in Arkansas. And every Wednesday night, we like to do a trivia night, something to kind of bring our brains away from COVID-19, to help relax a little bit and have some fun. So this evening, our topic is going to be the universe. I'm a huge nerd. I love the universe. This is going to be a lot of fun. Some of the questions are a little harder, so don't be afraid to go on Google and Google search some answers, because some of these were hard for me, and I know quite a bit about the universe. So, all right. There are a few questions that I left open, so I'll be going through my textbook here. This was my textbook for my Honors Survey the Universe course, and I will find a couple really good questions out of here that will be a little bit harder. Oh, I'm so excited, and we'll keep it fun that way. Oh, maybe I can even find some cool pictures for y'all. Let's see here. Oh, there's so many cool pictures. I can't even show you all the different pictures. All right, anyways, so here's a list of different types of galaxies. Let's see if I can get that to show up clearly on there. There's all sorts of different kinds of galaxies. When people talk about aliens and, other life out there, I do believe in aliens. I don't think we would ever meet aliens in our time, just because, you know, if we were to travel from here to the nearest habitable planet that we've even been able to find that could be habitable or not, it would take billions of years. So we'll never see them in our short, minute sequence of a life, unfortunately. So let's get started. All right. So, round one, question one. All right. What type of galaxy is the most common in the universe? What is the most common type of galaxy in the universe? I'll give you a hint. It is not... Oh, I can't because that might be an answer for a question in a bit. So which is the most abundant type of galaxy in our universe? Oh, Swirl, you're super close. Spiral, not quite. Come on, come on, come on. All right, we're at 1 minute in. So, last chance here. I see a lot of spirals, but it is not a spiral. It is... Anybody? Elliptical. There we go. All right. Got a point for Michelle with an elliptical galaxy. And Monica. Awesome job. All right. Moving right along. Question number 2 of round 1. What is the coldest place of the universe? What is the coldest place in the universe? And it is a nebula. So which nebula is the coldest place in the universe? Coldest place in the universe. It is not the Orion Nebula. Not quite. It has a pretty cool name, though. The Boomerang! There we go. Awesome, Monica. You're on it tonight. So it is the Boomerang Nebula. And the Boomerang Nebula is actually negative 458 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's like super cold. And let's see. It's located in the Centaurus constellation. It is colder than the background temperature of deep space. Wow. That is insane. All right. Question number 3. What is the hottest place in the universe, and in which constellation is it located? So we went from the coldest. What is the hottest? What is the hottest place in the universe? And in which constellation is it located? Yeah, it's super cold. Yeah, space is so cold that you'll freeze like almost instantly. Imagine if it's colder than the background of space. It's insane. Anyone with the hottest? The sun. It is, the sun would be the hottest place in our solar system, but it is not the hottest place in the universe. The constellation of Virgo. All right. Yes, awesome job. The constellation of Virgo. And it's actually the hottest place is a cloud of gas that is surrounding a swarm of galaxies that is moving so fast the friction just heats it up to more than 300 million degrees Celsius. Wow, that is hot. Let's see, 300 million degrees Celsius. So let's see here. Question number 4. Question number 4 is, what percent of the universe is dark matter? So basically dark matter is everything that's in the middle of everything else, the stuff you can't see. And what percentage of the universe is dark matter? And you can give within 2%. Yeah. Oh, the summers have been nice actually the last couple of years. I can't complain. Let me see if I can find a good question for the next one. $97. It's actually not 97%. $27%. Awesome, Michelle. Michelle's gunning for that sticker today. All right. So it is 27%. The rest of the universe is around 68% of dark energy, and less than 5% of the universe is actually made up of what we consider as normal matter, things that we can see and feel. So, yeah, roughly 80% of the mass of the universe is made up of material that we can't even see. Insane. And a lot of this stuff we didn't even know until the last 20 years. We've made so many advancements because of the technology that we have in such a short amount of time. All right, let's see here. Next question. How many planets are in our solar system? How many planets are in our solar system? Should be an easy one. How many planets are in the solar system? Eight. Awesome. Nice job, Monica. Man, there must be a lot of lag between y'all's responses and my questions. Yeah, and Pluto. Poor Pluto. So there are actually 8 planets in our solar system. When I was in school, it used to be 9. And then we downgraded Pluto to 8. And a lot of people don't understand why we downgraded Pluto to 8, to a non-planet status. I think it's a dwarf planet now. But what we realized is, in order to be a planet, you have to have a moon. You have to have something, a satellite object around you. Now, there is what we had thought was a moon around Pluto. But what we realized, if it's a moon, then Pluto would have to be the center of gravity. And the object would have to be, orbiting around that center of gravity. But what we found recently with technology is actually that object and Pluto are orbiting a different portion of gravity. The gravity that moon near Pluto is orbiting isn't actually Pluto. So that is why we downgraded it from a planet to a dwarf. But a lot of people don't know that. Just interesting things that they've just come out with recently that we wouldn't know because we're already done with school. So anyways, moving on. Next question is, what is the largest planet in our solar system? What is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter. There we go. We got Jupiter, Mr. Parker. Awesome. So Jupiter is by far the largest planet in our solar system. It is many times greater than the size of Earth. And Jupiter has millions and millions of technical moons satelliting around it. So let's see. I'm going to do another question here, one that I'm going to read out of my book. Which suns, what class of sun is the largest sun in the solar system? Which class is going to be the largest suns in our solar system? The largest class of suns in the universe, not the solar system. Our sun is a main sequence star. It is close, a gas giant, close, but it's not a gas giant. It is super close, actually. The largest class of suns, or stars rather, in the universe. Well, here, you were super close. Super giant. There we go. Ginormous. I'll give that one to you and Lee, Monica. All right. So supergiants are actually the largest stars in our universe. So supergiants are going to be up here on the class scale. They are the largest, but also the coolest the stars that we have. And then our smallest stars are going to be white dwarfs. And these ones here will be the smallest, but they will also be the hottest. And our sun is right in the main sequence here. We're right in the middle. We have a yellow sun, and it's just kind of right in the happy zone there. If it was anywhere else, we wouldn't be able to sustain the life that we have today. So everything just kind of happened perfectly when our solar system was formed. All right, next question. What is the smallest planet in our solar system? The smallest. Jupiter was the largest. Now, let's go for the smallest. Mercury! Awesome! Mercury is the smallest. It is also the closest planet to the sun. But Mercury is not the hottest planet. The hottest planet is actually Venus, because Venus has a lot of greenhouse gases that trap in the heat where Mercury does not have an atmosphere. All right, let's see. So Mercury only has the equatorial radius of 1,500 miles. So Mercury is only 1,500 miles around. That's insane. All right. Next question. How old is the universe? How old is our universe? Age of our universe. Not quite 17 billion. Not quite 4 billion. I believe Earth is about 4 billion years old. No, not quite 30 billion. It's less than 17. Too long since I've opened this book up. 13.8. Michelle with the points. All right. Awesome job, Michelle and Lee. Trying to find my final question on here. Let's see. All right. So, let me think of a question. For our final question, what is the most abundant gas inside of a star? Or rather, what is the most abundant gas inside of our star, the sun? So, what gas does the sun have the most of? Hydrogen. There we go, Parker, hopping in here with some answers. Awesome. So hydrogen is the most abundant gas in our sun. Bonus question. If you get this question right, send me a message and say I got the bonus question and ask for your prize, okay? What element is the last element that could possibly be fused in the largest of our stars before it goes into a supernova and explodes? What is the last element that can be fused in a star? The last element to be fused before a star goes supernova and explodes. It is not helium. Stars can fuse elements for billions and billions of years, and eventually, when one element gets created, within a few seconds, the star will explode. What element is it? I'll give you a hint. It's a pretty heavy element. Not beryllium, not uranium. It's a hard question. I don't even know if you can Google search this answer. You were closely, but not quite there. There you go. Iron. See, I saw where you got the answer with beryllium. You just had to read a little bit further. So iron is the heaviest element. A star can fuse, it starts in the lightest gases like hydrogen and the helium, and then it works its way down, and eventually over billions of years, once it gets to the heaviest of elements, when it finally reaches iron and starts creating iron from fusion, instantly the star will collapse and it will just explode, and that's how we get supernovas. All right, so that is the end of round one. Woohoo! That was a pretty quick round one since we started a little bit late. So let's go ahead and move right on into round two. All right, round two, question one. What is the most common type of star found in the Milky Way? What is the most common type of star found in the Milky Way? The most common star found in the Milky Way. Hey Jeannie, thanks for joining us. Our question was, what is the most common type of star found in the Milky Way? It is not a red giant, and it is not a G. White dwarf, not quite a white dwarf, and it is a type of dwarf. There we go, a red dwarf. All right, so the red dwarf makes up about 3/4 of all stars in the Milky Way. Let's see, and The surface temperature of a red dwarf is less than 4,000 Kelvin, and they have a very low luminosity, which makes them hard to be seen. So let's see here. Next question. What is the largest type of star in the universe? And I already asked you what is the largest type of star in the universe. So what I will change it to, what is the smallest, or know what? Here. What is the heaviest type of star in the universe? What is the heaviest type of star in the universe? It is not a white dwarf. You know, I guess I better refine that question down a little bit. Okay, let's try it this way. What is the most dense object? I saw where you got Wolf Rayet from. What is the most dense object in the universe? That was kind of the question I was looking for the answer for. The heaviest objects in the universe, or most dense, sorry, not heaviest. Neutron star. Awesome. Lee, you found that super fast. You already knew. You didn't even have to Google it. Nice. So, neutron star is going to be the most dense object. All right. Moving on. What is super giant massive black holes are the heaviest objects technically. You are right. Me. Oh my gosh, Trump maybe his big fat head. Let's see here. What is the closest star to our sun? So what is the closest star to our sun? Yes, neutron star. Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way. It is cocktails and universe tonight. Oh, we could have done Star Wars trivia. Man, I wish you would have suggested that last week. So Betelgeuse, it is a very large star. I think it's one of the largest stars near our sun, but it is not the closest star to our sun. Proxima Centauri. I love it. Lee, I think you love the universe as much as I do. Awesome. So Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf located in Alpha Centauri system, which is the Centaurus constellation. Alpha Centauri is actually a triple star system, with Proxima Centauri being the closest to the sun. It is 4.24 light years away. So, still pretty far. Alright, moving on. Question number 4. What has a gravitational pull so strong that not even light can escape? What has a gravitational pull so strong light cannot escape? What has gravitational pull so strong Haha, Carolyn. There we go. Parker, nice. So a black hole, black holes. There are so many of them. It is insane. And the cool thing about black holes is what a black hole, it'll form when a sun that is at least 3 times the size of our sun gets to the point where it's fusing iron, and then it collapses in supernovas, and that's when a black hole forms. And these black holes can travel around the universe, and they just gobble up anything that gets near them. And when they connect with another black hole, it doubles in size and they get larger. And then they come and meet with another black hole and get larger. And actually, that's what's at the very center of every single galaxy is a supermassive black hole. Every single galaxy has a black hole at the center of it. How crazy is that? All right, moving on. Next question. Which NASA space flight was the last manned flight to the moon? The last manned mission to the moon. What flight was that? Which flight was the last mission to the moon? Not Apollo 13, but Apollo 13 was a great movie. I think it was Tom Hanks. Awesome movie. But not Apollo 13. Kenneth comes in for the win. Apollo 17 was the last manned mission to the moon. That was 1972. Let's see here. There was the final mission of NASA's Apollo program, and Apollo 17 was the last time humans traveled beyond the Earth's orbit. Oh man. I think Donald Trump actually just announced that he wants to send people back to the moon. He also sold mining rights to private corporations to mine the moon. Yeah, awesome. Maybe that's why we need our Space Force, so we can protect our commercial miners. I don't know. Anyways, moving on again. What is the longest continuous time that a human has spent in space? So what's the longest time someone ever spent up there? More than 1 year. A little bit more than a year. Not quite 3 years, but yes, he was from the USSR. "14 months. There we go. He was a Russian, and he actually stayed up there for 14 months, and that was 1994 to 1995. Whew, that is a long time to be in space, although I would love to go to space. The closest you can really get to space right now is they do these commercial, there's a commercial business where you can pay them and they'll fly you really high up in a plane, and the plane dives so fast you get to experience weightlessness, I think for not very long, a minute or two. But it's super expensive and it's only a minute or two. I would love to see space. I know we have been working with Space Blue on getting commercial flights to space, and I think it's like, I want to say $100,000 for a ticket or $1 million for a ticket just to go up to space and orbit one time and come back down. One day, hopefully by the time our children are old enough, it'll be a thing where they can actually experience it and it'll be safe. So let's see here. I'm going to ask another question real quick. What is the core temperature of our sun? What is the temperature of our sun's core? Space camp. Temperature of our sun's core. It is not 27 million, is it? Let's see here. My book must be outdated if it's 27 million. Oh, that's because it's Fahrenheit. Yes, so 15 million degrees Celsius or 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Three. Got Michelle, Jake, Lee. Oh, man, you guys are killing it. This is so much fun. Oh, I love the universe. I'm trying to see. I know the core is actually not the hardest. I guess. Let's see. All right. So, moving on. Next question. What? This is America. All right. Well, what is the furthest distance from Earth that we had a manned mission? So, what is the farthest distance from Earth that a human has traveled? In miles. I know they keep trying to get the metric system brought into America, and for some reason we keep fighting them on it. Nobody? What's the farthest someone has been from our planet? The moon. It is more than 158 miles. (2004) There we go. 248,000 miles. That is a long ways from home. So this was achieved during Apollo 13, at which it launched on April 11, 1970. During the mission, an oxygen tank exploded, and the explosion forced the crew to abort its mission to land on the moon. And the trial of the crew attempting to get home safely had been widely publicized. Okay, so basically, Apollo 13, they made a whole movie about it with Tom Hanks. But 248,000 miles away from home. All right, next question. The far side of the moon. How many minutes was the shortest space flight? How long did the shortest space flight last? The shortest space flight. 15 minutes. What a short flight that was. Could you imagine training your whole life and you finally get to go to space and you're like, 15 minutes. Here you go. It occurred in 1961. Alan Shepard achieved an altitude of 115 miles. I think that was the very first time that an American had been into space. And then I've got one more question on here. Going to be for the last question for round 2. Let me see if I can find something for y'all. Or I guess I can just make a question up. Let's see. Here's a question that I hadn't seen on here yet. How old is the Earth? What is the age of our Earth, the planet that we live on and call home? What is the age of our planet? Four, Is that close enough? 6,000 years. Not out of the Bible, bro. Michelle. Oh, and Monica. All right. Kimberly. There we go. Got a few people on there. So it is 4.543 billion years old. And it is a fairly accurate number at this point. All right. Moving on. And next, oh, well, heck, that was the end of round 2. It's going so fast. We're actually almost done, 2/3 of the way there. I am about ready to start round 3. Let's see. All right, round 3, question number 1. How many moons are in our solar system? How many moons are in our solar system that are named? Because, I mean, there are millions and millions of moons, but how many named moons do we have in our solar system? More? Yeah, Google is allowed. All right. Not quite 200, a little bit less. 181. There we go. 181 different named moons. How many moons does Earth have? Just one. All right. So, staying on the same topic here, how many moons does Jupiter have? How many moons does Jupiter have? Double the limit. $64, $67, $79. And it looks like the first one I saw in here was Lee at 79, and then Michelle came in right after. Awesome job. So Jupiter has 79 moons, and realistically it has a lot more moons than that, because technically any object satelliting a planet is considered a moon when it has a certain mass. All right, moving on. What is the largest crater on Earth's moon? What is the name of the largest crater on Earth's moon? And we can see it in the night sky. Is it 53 named, Monica? See, and this one says 67, so all of these. The Sea of Tranquility. I'm looking for a basin. Which basin is it? The South Pole, there we go. Okay. Well, all right, so we have South Pole, Kim, Monica, Lee, Michelle, awesome job. So it is an impact crater that is the largest, deepest, and oldest crater on the moon. It is also the largest known crater in our solar system, and the crater is 1,600 miles in diameter and 8.1 miles deep. Must have been a big asteroid that hit it. All right. Question number 4, round 3. What are the dimensions in inches of the first footprint on Earth's moon? How big was the first human footprint on Earth's moon? These guys had some big old space shoes. What are you going to do about the asteroids assaulting our moon? Oh no, the asteroid assaults. We're going to terraform it, build an atmosphere, and the atmosphere will stop the asteroids. Yeah, probably not going to happen. Probably more expensive than it's worth. Not quite 12. Hey man, moon lives matter too. That wasn't very PC. 9.5, not quite. Not quite 12. It's bigger than 12 actually. It would be the footprint left by Neil Armstrong. It's bigger than 11. They had big old space boots. You're so close, Monica. Is it not easily Googled? Let's see. It is more than 11, less than 14. But 14 is pretty darn close, and if I round it up, you'll get it. So, yes to terraforming the moon. How about we just don't screw up our planet so that a few billionaires can make some money, and we keep our planet habitable so that we don't have to terraform another planet or moon. But yeah, we could definitely terraform the moon. So the actual answer was 13.5 inches. 13 by 6 inches. Let's see here. So close, but that is a big old space boot. I mean, that thing's like... It's a big boot. All right. So it was left by Neil Armstrong during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. And Apollo 11 was the first space flight that landed humans on the moon. And it also ended the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. So, yay. All right. Dan added question. Next question. We have two types of planets here in our solar system. We have gaseous planets and we have terrestrial planets. How many terrestrial planets are there, and what 4 terrestrial planets do we have in our solar system? What are the 4 terrestrial planets in our solar system? Also make it harder to use as a launch point. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are a lot of little things we could do here so that we wouldn't have to leave our planet. But eventually it's going to happen in probably like thousands of years. Maybe tens of thousands of years. But we've got a couple billion years left until our sun sucks us in. Mercury, Venus, Earth, then Mars. Alright. So we got Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Earth, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Awesome. You all got it. And Pluto. I'm gonna give you a sad face on that. Poor Pluto. Alright. Moving on. What flavor of ice cream did Baskin-Robbins release in 1969 to commemorate America's landing on the moon? What flavor of ice cream did Baskin-Robbins release to commemorate the landing on the moon? Pluto. Lunar cheesecake. All right. Awesome. So Baskin-Robbins released the flavor Lunar cheesecake. I wonder how it tasted. Cheesecake ice cream. I bet it was pretty good. Next question. This is kind of a yes or no question, and you can add to it if you'd like, or I will later. Will blowing up an asteroid that is heading towards the Earth save the Earth? In movies such as like Deep Impact or Armageddon, will blowing up an asteroid save the Earth? Anybody? Easy answer. No, it will not save the Earth. I see a couple of them on here. How small you make it. So the problem with blowing up an asteroid is scientists believe right now that when you have a chunk of an asteroid, and if you blow it up, it'll blow into smaller chunks. So you're going to face either two problems. Number one, the gravity of the asteroid is going to bring it right back together. So even if you have an explosion, it pulls it back together. Or it'll blow it into littler pieces that will still assault the Earth. So it won't really help much. Turn the slide on. Did that help? Okay. Let's see here. So, kind of, yeah, no, unfortunately not. But it makes a good movie. Armageddon is pretty awesome. A great one. Bruce Willis. Love it. Question number 8. What are gravitational waves? What is a gravitational wave? Gravitational wave. It is not when two black holes merge. Kinda close, Monica. You're almost there. A disturbance in the force. I love it. In spare time. Ah, that's pretty close, Tucker. So yeah, it's basically space and time warp is what a gravitational wave would be. So we all know what the Big Bang is. And the Big Bang, it's no longer a theory. It's not the Big Bang Theory. It is the Big Bang. It has been proven to have happened 13.8 billion years ago. Now, what they say was basically there was a singularity. And all of the matter in the entire universe, all of the matter was condensed into an atom so small. I mean, it was smaller than an atom, just the smallest possible thing. And then all at once, it exploded and started expanding. Our universe is expanding, and it won't stop expanding. We're actually getting further away from where the singularity was. Now, and we're actually speeding up while we're doing it too. So that's what the Big Bang was. What I have heard some astrophysicists talk about was, rather than the Big Bang, they've talked about a rippleverse, basically, where if you pretend that a tennis ball could bounce off of water. So you drop a tennis ball on water, and it's going to bounce in a ripple, and it bounces in a ripple, and it bounces in a ripple. And they're saying that each one of those ripples is basically a new Big Bang happening. So that's just the ripple theory, and it was just a very interesting one that kind of made sense to me. Next question. All right. What is most of our universe made of? What is the most abundant thing in our universe? What is the most abundant thing in our universe? Not hydrogen. The most abundant thing in our star, in our sun. Dark energy. Killing it, Monica. So, dark energy makes up 68% of our universe. That's huge. And about 95% of our universe is actually invisible. You can't even see it. So, we got dark energy. Awesome jobs. And we have one more question to finish off our universe trivia. Let me see here. I want to think of a good question for y'all. A good question. Can make it about maybe our moon, or our solar system, maybe our galaxy. What galaxy is predicted, not even predicted, what galaxy is proven to collide with the Milky Way galaxy in the next couple of billion years? Which galaxy will be colliding with our galaxy in the next few billion years? Andromeda. Nice. Y'all, that was so fast too. Y'all just happen to know. So yeah, the Andromeda galaxy is actually going to collide with our galaxy. But hold up. It's all good. It's going to be like, I think, 4.5 billion years. And we really don't even have to worry about it because there's so much empty space between these two galaxies that nothing's going to actually collide with us. And as the two black holes, the centers of the galaxy, merge, they're going to kind of go around each other like this and kind of just pull on each other until it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually the two galaxies will combine into what is called a elliptical galaxy. But we don't have to worry about that because we'll be long dead. And I've heard different people talk about it would be one of the greatest things you could possibly see, living in a galaxy merging with another one. So make sure you check out. There's some really cool movies. Let's see, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's an amazing movie. It's beautiful. But yeah, so that was our universe trivia night. I hope everyone had a little bit of fun. I know I did. I'm enjoying my Cinco de Mayo margarita and beer now since I didn't partake yesterday due to finals and essays I had to write. And I'm off of work now. We did all of our grocery shopping today, and my next final isn't until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I've got a little bit of time to drink. Let's see. I'm not counting the smaller satellite galaxies. The Expanse. Oh, and Cosmos, of course. If you haven't seen Cosmos yet, watch Cosmos. The Carl Sagan's Cosmos, it's a little slower, but there's a lot of good information. But the Cosmos that just came out, what was it, like 6 years ago? I think we were in Reno at the time. I mean, the one hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson, wonderful show. And I believe they are making a season 2 of that right now as well. So check out Cosmos. You owe it to yourself just to kind of understand where we are in the universe and a bunch of different things that we should know as people. So, hey Mom, thanks for hopping in. You're a little late, but that's okay. I forgive you. I was late to our family Zoom meeting. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Real quick, one more time. If you had taken, if you participated in our trivia night, either like our family trivia or political or anything like that in the last couple weeks, send me a message with your name, your mailing address, and just say, I want a bumper sticker, and I'll get you a bumper sticker mailed out. Because I'm going through these hour-long videos, and I'm trying to write all the different names. Yes, Deep Impact is really good as well. I love Deep Impact. They all came out at the same time, Armageddon and Deep Impact. But send me a message with your name, mailing address, and tell me that you want a bumper sticker, and I'll get one mailed out to you. All right. But thank you all so much for joining us tonight for our Universe Trivia Night. My name is Dan Whitfield. I am the independent candidate running for United... Friday what?
Coffee date.
Oh, so on Friday, I'm going to be doing a Zoom coffee meeting. So I believe it's going to be like 9 a.m. I think she said it for 9 a.m. Yeah, I can do work and Zoom coffee at the same time. I'm just working in spreadsheets. But I'm going to be doing a Zoom coffee meeting. So I will post the information on my Facebook page and on my Twitter so you can join into our Zoom meeting. It's only going to last maybe 40 minutes because I think that's all that Zoom is allowing for free right now if you're not a registered member. And, anybody can hop on, ask me questions. You can have your camera off, your camera on, whatever you want. Just kind of, questions to get to know me a little bit. I love talking to y'all. I'm basically just talking to my phone and reading your comments. I would love to actually talk to some of y'all. So if you get some time Friday morning, join me for a coffee and ask me some questions, get to know me a little bit, and that'll be a lot of fun. So Friday morning, I think at 9 a.m. But my name is Dan Whitfield. I'm the independent candidate running for United States Senate here in Arkansas. Thank you all so much for joining us for this Trivia Night Topic Universe. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all Friday. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.